YouTube. Welcome me, welcome back to my channel. Today is just about I had a couple run-ins with a couple friends. It's just all about advice. And listen, I love my advice givers, which is my brothers. I go to my brother for everything. Any one of them always telling me the truth. And lately I've been listening, girl, because baby, I've been fucked up a lot of my time. You hear what I'm saying? So, yeah, today is word of advice. When you ask for advice, you're asking for someone to be in your business. So, I'm saying this to say, be open and honest with the person that you're asking for advice. They're not trying to be in your business. They're asking you questions about different things because they're trying to give you the best advice that you're asking for, which is the center of your question. And yeah, basically, if that makes sense, because I hate when people lie about situations just to get, to you're not getting to the matter, you're getting to what you want to hear instead of things you probably don't want to hear. So yeah, be open and honest so people can give you their truth, you know? So, I love my brothers. I love them dearly. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to give you a story time. When I was open and honest, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I was hurt. So, I called my brother up, and I'm like, I need to talk to you. I wanted to ask you something or whatever. And for some reason, he knows me very well. I mean, to the point like, if I'm calling about my kids, my starting a new business, starting a new project, about a dude, the tone or whatever I give him, he knows. So he's like, "What up?" And that right there lets me know, because I know him. It's like, okay, so he know what I'm calling for. But anywho, I'm like, yeah, I want to do something, for my little friend, your little friend, he say. I'm like, yeah, I want to do something a little big for him, make it a little special because it's special, whatever. And he's like, you want to make something special for your friend? I'm like, yeah. He like, well, I wouldn't do nothing big. I mean, you calling the person your friend. I'm like, I thought about that, like, oh, okay. Um, he like, yeah, do something light or whatever. I'm like, light? He like, yeah, something light. Like, you like him? I'm like, yeah. He like you? I'm like, I don't know. He like, you don't know? I'm like, no, I don't know. He like, well, yeah, I wouldn't be doing nothing big for something that you don't even know if he like you. You're not even sure if he like you or not. I'm like, well, we cool. Cool ain't enough. Cool ain't enough, sis, is what he say. I'm like, well, yeah, you right, I guess, well, he like, well, yeah, just do something light. He like, so you won't feel no type of way about it, or, you know. I'm like, what you mean? Why would I feel some type of way about it? He like, cause I mean, just not, I'm saying like not to expect nothing in return. I'm like, I'm not gonna be expecting nothing in return. Why would I expect something in return? He like, cause you do, cause you is. He like, then you say you like him. I'm like, yeah. He like, then you say it's special. Like, yeah. And like, have he done something for you? I'm like, no. He like, have he gave you any reason to feel like you need to give him something? I'm like, no. He like, okay then, do it light. And I'm like, yeah, so we get to going over like what's light. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, we get to the point like I do something like anyways. And I say I love him because I have been following the advice. And yeah, I mean, fast forward, he was right, you know. nothing. Like, for special days after that, I didn't get none. So, and then it was like, do you feel some type of way? This is me thinking to myself, like, should I feel some type of way or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, he was right. I did kind of feel some type of way. And I didn't expect nothing in return. It's what I did feel. Because he did break down, like, all women go through the phase of, oh, they doing something for men, especially when they make it special. You're going to want something. And I'm just like, nah. But I didn't want nothing. But it was like, damn, what about the thought, though? You know? But, yeah, he was right. So, like I was saying, always be open and honest so you can get, sometimes what you don't want to hear. Because I definitely didn't want to hear that shit. Like, do he like it? I didn't want to hear that shit. But it's the truth, So, yeah.